Hi everyone, and welcome to our webinar on endpoint security with Microsoft Surface. My name is Mackenzie, and I'll be your host for today's session. We have some fantastic speakers from Microsoft who will share their expertise in ensuring a secure and resilient environment for your Windows endpoint devices. In today's digital age, where cybersecurity is a paramount concern, protecting your organization goes far beyond just firewalls. It encompasses your employees, your devices, and the diverse modern workplace that we all operate in today. With numerous attack vectors emerging, it's imperative to focus on securing every layer of your digital ecosystem. But before we begin our discussion, let's shed light on some compelling statistics that underscore the urgency of our topic today. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, 91% of IT teams faced intensified pressure to adapt their security measures to ensure uninterrupted business operations. The impact of cybercrime on Australian industries is striking, with an annual cost reaching $29 billion. Additionally, recent insights highlight that even after offices have reopened, a significant 80% of organizations anticipate the enduring prominence of remote and hybrid working. So our topic today delves into the device side of cybersecurity, particularly how Microsoft Surface devices can fortify your cyber resiliency within the modern workplace. Our knowledgeable speakers from Microsoft will guide us through the multi-level integrated solutions that Surface brings to the table with chip-to-cloud security. Now, before we embark on this insightful journey, let's take a moment to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather, work, and reside. We pay our respects to their elders past, present, and emerging, and acknowledge the ongoing connection to country. So without further ado, let's meet our Microsoft presenters who will be guiding us through the enlightening journey and delve into the world of endpoint security with Microsoft Surface.
Hi there, I'm Frank Buchholz, the Technical Director for Microsoft Surface. My team works closely with engineering to support technical readiness, documentation, and skilling across the Surface portfolio of products.
And I'm Harshita Murthy, Senior Product Marketing Manager on the Surface commercial team. Prior to this role, I spent 4 years as Lead Product Manager in Surface Engineering, developing new experiences for Surface.
Today's topic will center around endpoint security on Surface devices.
These days, employees have more devices than ever and are working from various locations, which poses different challenges, including scalability, manageability, and heightened vulnerabilities.
Security breaches could occur at various levels. A breach of data, compromised physical devices, and an attack on operating systems, and the increasingly sophisticated attacks on firmware as well.
Organizations spend millions of dollars to protect employees' data and devices, and the costs keep going up. Whether you're responding to a data breach or trying to ensure your systems and employees are protected. But one message remains the same. Old devices are not effective in protecting against new threats.
That's absolutely right. Surface is pushing the needle on innovation to bring advanced protection so your business can be more secure wherever and however work gets done. Harshita, can you tell us a little bit more about how Surface approaches security?
Absolutely. Surface takes a holistic approach to secure data and devices. Every Surface is purpose-built to maximize Microsoft experiences, including enabling security right out of the box. Surface works with teams across Microsoft, including Microsoft 365, Azure, and Windows, to bring powerful security to our devices. Our security stands on 4 pillars which are fundamental to creating one integrated solution. First and foremost, every layer of Surface from chip to cloud is maintained by Microsoft, giving you advanced control, proactive protection, and peace of mind wherever and however work gets done. Second, Surface products are designed and built with secure supply chain in mind.
You know, Harshita and I spend a lot of time with our counterparts in Surface engineering and those focused on security across Microsoft who work to implement tightly integrated hardware and software features from chip to cloud that help protect against security vulnerabilities.
And third, Surface enables powerful Windows security by default. The new set of hardware security requirements that comes with Windows 11 is designed to build a foundation that is even stronger and more resilient to attacks. We utilize Windows Update to make sure you're kept up to date and protected from any emerging threats. Finally, our fourth pillar is that we strive to give organizations the freedom to work from anywhere while retaining the control they need to stay secure. Microsoft Intune Admin Center powers streamlined device protection in a scalable fashion. Frank, we say that our security is embedded into our devices from chip all the way to the cloud. Can you walk us through, starting with the hardware layer?
The core of security on a Surface device is the hardware. The most significant element to hardware protection is the security processor known as the TPM. The TPM plays a lot of roles on a Surface device, but at its heart, it's a discrete location to keep data you don't want others to obtain.
Some examples include your biometric login credentials for Windows Hello for Business and BitLocker key that defines the encryption pattern for the removable hard drive.
Recently, Microsoft has led the way by moving the TPM from being a discrete chip on the motherboard to being embedded into the silicon of the processor. This is technology that Microsoft invented. This architecture not only speeds up access to data stored in the TPM, but also increases security given the isolation within the silicon of the processor.
This new architecture, known as Pluton, prevents an attack from accessing data inside the TPM through malware or physical methods that attempt to sniff out information from the device bus. With the TPM embedded in the processor silicon, this is no longer an issue. The latest Surface Pro 9 5G possesses this Pluton architecture.
These core hardware elements enforce a root of trust to ensure the integrity of the device and help an organization implement zero trust even at the hardware level or the initial boot level of the device.
The next stop on the security stack of the Surface device is the firmware. But before we dive into firmware, Frank, introduce us to UEFI.
On our newer Surface devices, we use a UEFI created and supported by Microsoft. This is unique in the PC industry as most other OEMs rely on America Megatrends to provide UEFI for their devices. For Surface, we knew we wanted more granular control over our UEFI. The outcome is a solution that can be updated via Windows Update, but can also provide component-level management through cloud-based tools like Microsoft Intune Admin Center. So let me give you an example. A few years ago, a Google engineer was researching processor architectures and discovered a fundamental flaw and security vulnerability inside all Intel, AMD, and NVIDIA processors. He named these vulnerabilities Spectre and Meltdown. He notified the chip manufacturers, who in turn built patches to remediate the known flaw. On the Surface side, the day the Spectre and Meltdown vulnerabilities were announced, we pushed out a firmware update via Windows Update. This day of update was only possible due to how tightly integrated the Windows operating system is with the Surface UEFI. We were able to update the microcode of the Intel processor using Windows Update when all other OEMs had to develop their own methods to address and update their devices.
The value Surface provides is a single vendor approach that helps maintain the integrity of the device. We don't have to rely on other UEFI or operating system providers to remediate issues as they arise. Surface is in a unique position to not only be the hardware manufacturer, but also the provider of operating system, UEFI, firmware, and cloud-based tools that maintain and secure the device.
Speaking of these cloud-based tools, let's take a look at the actual UEFI settings on a Surface device. If you press and hold down the volume up button and then press and release the power button on any Surface device, it will boot into the UEFI. What you'll see is a modern version of the BIOS. What is unique is the methods that we can use to manage the UEFI. We can manage it locally, but that's not very efficient if you have a whole large collection of devices. Each one of these settings that you see can be managed through the cloud with Microsoft Endpoint Manager.
Let's say you plan to deploy a Surface device as a kiosk, and you want to ensure your Surface is only enabled for certain forms of input. Perhaps you want to make sure Bluetooth and the device's camera are turned off. This helps to reduce the attack surface of the device, but also ensures the device is only enabled to do what you intend it to do. It also means that once you disable these components at the hardware level, they won't be visible to the operating system. You could try looking in the device manager, but they won't show up as they have been disabled at the firmware level.
Another key capability, again unique to Surface, is the ability to disable booting over USB. If you disable this capability, it will essentially lock your Surface device to the tenant organization that owns the device. Nobody, not even the primary user, could reimage the device to another OS or try to boot another operating system with the intent to access the installed OS. If the device was lost or stolen, the holder of the device would find it's essentially a brick.
This granular capability supports complete device management using standard tools like Microsoft Intune, which is included in your Microsoft 365 license. This is a unique capability for Surface and adds to the overall simplicity of Surface when paired with M365. You saw how Surface is in a unique position to bring advanced device protection through Microsoft-built UEFI. Frank highlighted how easy it is to update the UEFI firmware through Windows Update. Let's move to how the Windows operating system adds additional layers of security on our devices. What I love is that you don't need to be an IT expert to see the advanced features enabled by default on your device. Start by going to the settings and navigating to the device security panel. Here, you can see various Windows operating system features are active. Now let's focus on device security and talk through each of the capabilities.
Core isolation with virtualized based security, or VBS, helps provide better protections against malware by building a sandbox for applications to operate in. This means a bad application doesn't have the ability to infect the operating system because it can't address anything outside of the sandbox. The other advanced feature we turn on is HVCI, or Hypervisor Code Integrity. HVCI ensures every application has a certificate of authenticity from its manufacturer before it can execute in the sandbox. With Windows 11, VBS and HVCI are enabled by default.
Our research shows that there were 60% fewer active malware reports from machines reporting detections to Microsoft 365 Defender with HVCI enabled compared to systems without HVCI. I'm glad Surface turns it on by default. As Frank described, the TPM security processor stores important keys used in Windows Hello for Business to enable passwordless security and much more. All our Surface devices are equipped with TPM 2.0 for advanced encryption, and you can verify that right in the device's security setting.
Another Windows feature is Secure Boot. This prevents malicious code like boot and rootkits from attacking the boot process by verifying that the firmware and bootloader are digitally signed by Microsoft. Surface turns Secure Boot on by default, and that's a good thing, as the U.S. National Security Agency also enforces this capability on all government devices. Zero Trust is the name of the game. One more important Windows feature is BitLocker encryption. This protects your device by encrypting all the data on your SSD or hard drive, so even if physical devices are compromised, the data is still safe.
And finally, secure code PCs provide advanced security by protecting against firmware vulnerabilities, shielding the operating system from attacks, and preventing unauthorized access.
Each new Intel-based Surface device is now a secured core PC. Surface introduced a root of trust through an approach we call phaser, which utilizes a boot process stored in the UEFI to ensure that the device boots down a well-known path. This is yet another example of how Microsoft-built UEFI is continuously adding value to our users.
And with Windows 11, the security becomes even stronger with features like enhanced phishing protection, Smart App Control, and Config Lock.
If you haven't already moved to Windows 11, I highly recommend that you do. You can experience elevated levels of security across all of your devices.
Now let's go to the last part of chip to cloud. IT admins deal with hundreds and thousands of devices at any given time. We have continuously added more and more features into Microsoft Intune Admin Center to make managing and securing devices easy, simple, and seamless.
With Windows Update for Business, you can keep your devices up to date and protected right down to the firmware level, and experience ease of automatic firmware updates with a tool called Windows Auto Patch. You can manage the Surface UEFI with a feature built straight into Microsoft Intune Admin Center called Device Firmware Configuration Interface, or DFCI. This feature provides advanced controls via the cloud. With DFCI, an IT admin can enable and disable essential hardware components such as the camera, Bluetooth, and more to reduce the attack surface of the device. Finally, let's talk about Surface Management Portal, which enables IT admins to monitor the health of all their Surface devices in one location.
Let me quickly show you how Surface Management Portal makes it easy to secure and monitor your devices. You can find the portal within the All Services tab of Microsoft Intune Admin Center. The Microsoft Surface Management Portal provides helpful insights into the health of all Surface devices in your organization and recommends a desired healthy state. You can now view and create support tickets as well as replace damaged devices within the Surface Management Portal. You can also keep track of your Surface device inventory. Let me show you a demonstration of the Surface Management Portal and the Intune Admin Center. You will see All Services tab on the left. That is where you will find Surface Management Portal. The moment you click on the portal, you will see a dashboard providing you powerful insights into the device. With just a click of a button, you will now be able to see the list of all Surface devices split by model names. You will notice the device models are arranged by descending order, enabling you to see the largest device model first. It gives quick insights into device health, enables you to view your support requests and warranty. We are also bringing news about the greatest and latest updates from Surface through news bulletins. You no longer have to look at multiple venues to get all of this information. First, let's talk about warranty. Previously, if you needed to find warranty information of all devices, you would have to go to the Surface Support Service Center, enter the serial number, enter the CAPTCHA, store information in your own internal database, and then repeat this process for all your devices. Imagine doing this every quarter when you had a device refresh or changes to your warranty. If you had 1,000 Surface devices and each warranty querying took 1 minute, that's 16 hours of your time. Now, all this information is available in one quick view, helping you to plan for device support and device refresh. You can also look at the type of warranty and coverage in detailed view and know if the device has standard, accidental damage protection, or extended service plan. Next, as we look at support, you'll notice the monitor view. Automatically displays information on support tickets and their latest status. We have created a separate section for a detailed overview of all support requests. As soon as you land on this page, you will see the number of open and closed support tickets. If you need to view more information on these support requests, it is available right from the portal. You can also create support requests here. With repair devices, I want to talk to you about a new feature we recently introduced: the ability to create bulk return requests on your devices. Let's say you have a few devices that are broken and you want to exchange them, and now you can do that within the portal itself. And lastly, viewing the health of your Surface devices is made easier than ever before. Information such as active and inactive devices help you manage your inventory and circulate devices within your company. Storage space insights is critical. It not only dictates storage space but also the performance of the device, which may be hindered due to load storage. This will help you evaluate whether you should move information to OneDrive or erase data to bring devices to an optimal state. You can also view a device's compliance status and take action to move it to a desired state. You can check how many of your devices are using Windows 10 can be updated to Windows 11. This is our effort to deliver seamless IT experiences with Surface Management Portal. Each of these features are built with the goal of easily securing Surface devices, and we highly encourage you to take advantage of our holistic approach to security with Surface. We'll continue investing in this area to bring advanced capability and make securing devices easy, simple, and efficient. Now I will hand it over to Frank to put all of these into quantitative measurement and summarize.
Yeah, happy to. These advanced security technologies are great, but what do they really mean to you? With the help of IDC, we polled more than 800 customers currently using Surface devices and M365. We asked them to compare their experiences to other devices in their inventory. And here's what they shared. They experienced 49% fewer help desk tickets, a 30% reduction in time waiting for incidents to resolve, and 40% less staff time for ongoing maintenance. If you were to look at the human time saved, you would see the total cost of ownership of a Surface device when paired with M365 is not just the initial cost of the device, but also the savings over the course of the device's life within your organization. We welcome you to check out our new TCO calculator at tco.exploresurface.com, where you'll learn how investing in Microsoft Surface and M365 can help you save by simplifying your IT operations, reducing security risks, and increasing employee productivity over a 3-year span of time. Well, Harshita, let's close this webinar out.
It has been our pleasure to present to you an overview of Surface security. We hope the key takeaway you gain from this webinar is how security and Surface go hand in hand. Microsoft designs, manufactures, and maintains one integrated solution through Surface. This allows Microsoft to monitor, protect, and quickly remediate through the cloud any issues down to the firmware level.
And there you have it, a comprehensive exploration of endpoint security with Microsoft Surface devices. We hope you've gained some valuable insights into enhancing your organization's cybersecurity strategy, particularly in the realm of device security with Microsoft Surface. At ASI Solutions, we're committed to supporting your journey towards a more secure and resilient digital environment. It's worth mentioning that we proudly hold the distinction of being a Surface Authorized Service Provider, or ASP, and this designation means we ensure your Surface devices are in capable hands throughout their entire lifecycle. We offer comprehensive services including on-site warranty support with EHS Plus and innovative solutions like hard drive retention, actively promoting heightened security and robust data protection. But before we conclude, let's take a closer look at some of the comprehensive security-related offerings ASI Solutions provide. First and foremost, we have the ASI Security Awareness Program, or ASAP for short. Designed meticulously, this program educates employees and cultivates a culture of secure practices within your workplace. It's an interactive journey that equips your team with the knowledge to safeguard against cyber threats. We also have our ASI Essential 8 audit. This aligns seamlessly with the Australian Cybersecurity Centre's mitigation strategies. By embracing these Essential 8 measures, we minimize the risk of security breaches and fortify your organization's digital environment. In addition to these, ASI Solutions have also been recently recognized as the 2023 Sophos Partner of the Year. This accolade demonstrates our unwavering dedication to providing top-tier security solutions that empower your organization to stay ahead of evolving threats. On top of ASI's holistic device lifecycle management, we also offer flexible payment options, including 0% financing, making it easier for your organization to secure the devices you need without compromising your financial goals. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any questions or if you're interested in learning more about ASI Solutions security offerings, don't hesitate to reach out. Stay secure, stay resilient, and until next time, take care.